voice commands. Okay, and like I was saying before my video was cut off, lose my voice commands. When I say lose my voice commands, usually I get my voice commands back, but they're aiming severe electrocution hologram signal aiming again. And it stops, lose my voice commands, it stops the heat, lose my voice commands, lose my voice commands. They're aiming so much heat, I can't even think. You can see, you can hear how many accents these people are taking in a minute, every second. It's like unbelievable. So Crime Stoppers, you see that the whole world of royal family members and other military bases, corporate owners, banks, lose my voice commands, are aiming heat dart signals aiming at me because they've switched out my voice accent. So it goes all American when I hang up on the video. And it is severe electrocution and heat right now. So please investigate. I was trying to say this from the beginning of the last video. Might as well say it with an all-American accent because they just electrocuted the hell out of me for an instant. Lose my voice commands. Snapping again with a black wire in my hand, lose my voice commands that is only supposed to be used for outlet wiring and wiring for electricity. Wondering why that's in my left hand at this moment with the heat dart situation. That since I'm one woman with people switching out every accent of every country I'm missing from and every identity name, and they've kept the wealth and the royal crowns for seems like an infinity. So I became the unpaid reporter to prove all of this because I got under attack being called for them telling me they're going to behead the queen and try to kill me in my house all day. So that is the truth. That's the only reason I became the unpaid reporter, because they tried to kill me over and over again as the Princess Queen at the 7507 Amistol location. Hello, everybody. And yes, I am the unpaid reporter because of that. I couldn't really say I was me for a year or two due to the fact of the electrocution aimed at me. You see, when I say it again, look what they do to me. And I am a woman, lose my voice commands, I am a woman, so the man that became me might be a brother or a cousin or some other guy. But yes, they kidnap me place to place, throw me in men's jails, and say I'm a man. Okay, so you've seen this for about 10 years now, and it is all reality. It's not a movie. Although I made movies of it because they were trying to murder me all day, I was forced into saying it's a movie. So I'm being honest with everybody on the news there in England. I am in Los Angeles, California, where I love my view. I've had to cover it from the amount of heat darts and electrocution signals aimed at me when this group found me. All I did was mention that I found a lost treasure ships, and my phone is lost, and then heat darts started aiming through the windows the day after my birthday. So it has to do with the Maharaja Maharani treasure. And the data, because they released in National Geographic that they suddenly had this treasure. And my phones, one was turned in with coffee spilled on it at the Sherman Oaks Woodman Mall, and one was lost in an AT&T store. When I went in there to pay on the kiosk, it wouldn't let me. That's when they became me. Okay. For whatever reason, they had to look for lost treasure. And since I'm the one that found it and I wanted to give it back to the countries it was missing from, it became a war because each person that found lost treasure ships were related to different generations of people where they were fighting over that treasure. So it just became like a movie, I guess. And so I allowed them to duplicate the phone, and they duplicated like 500, 700 phones. And they would stop by, switch them, and then leave because they would get taken hostage behind the attic wall. So I let them leave for a couple years. Then they all tried to kill me at certain locations. So I left my clothes. I left them food. Because I'm the person that found the missing hostages. And they just bring them to my locations. Like, if I'm working at the office, they would be in the attic. They would be under. So it turns into a war. There's always a sewage backup. Like there's one here now. And within usually a week, but this one took a month. There's a sewage backup in each location. I walk in because they want to flood and electrocute me at the same time. That is a lot of heat. They're bragging that they send 300 degrees of heat aimed at me. That is how they create a hologram. Lose my voice commands. And the hologram message is stealing my accents, my eye color, my everything, my handprint. It moves like the soul out of me, and it pulls out of me with electricity. Then leaves my voice commands. Then I get it back. Not all of it, because right now that's a high voltage on the ground, so they're not giving it all back. They're taking it right now and draining it out of me. So a hologram is basically when they call me dead and all these names, they aim it to speak to that dead person, but the person is still alive, like me on witness protection. And it is turning my legs probably to a different color because that's how hot the heat is right now of the taser. It is burning my stomach through my shirt. So that's what I'm suffering through when I step outside, and it is hard to walk. Like if I have to walk to the bus or to the train, I could die literally within 10 steps from the amount of taser darts aimed at me. Lose my voice commands. Because they are all royal family, and they are holograms with tasers and generators. And they are just becoming the look of each identity I've been named, walking into locations, taking over, sending people to wrong locations, setting them up, trapping them, and it's 10 years of it. So yes, I'm admitting today, I, the unpaid reporter, I am the real missing princess queen of many countries. And I do not force rape, and I do not want you forcing rape, and I've said this for 10 years. And there is no change in orders, even if they bring in my bodily fluids and command that you do change them. Do not follow or obey orders to do that.